What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint that I was inviting me to. Who booked me for this joint?
All
Y'all
right,
wild, and I don't be sitting around
Cameron.
watching Diddy and all that.
Hey guys, welcome back to That Liminal Period. It's your girl, Chun-Li Shoddy. I'm sure many of you guys are already aware of the allegations that Diddy is facing right now, and there has been video footage that was released on Friday, and following that, Diddy did make his apology, okay? And so now that Diddy has admitted to his wrongdoings and laying hands on Cassie, there have been a number of different interviews popping up of people that were associated with Diddy. Piers Morgan had an interview with Diddy's bodyguard, and we've obviously heard Jaguar Wright being outspoken over the last couple of years. However, today I actually want to take a look at a viral interview between the rapper Camron and Abby Phillips, who is a correspondent for CNN. Let's check it out and see why there are so many people responding back to this video and upset with Camron.
Thanks for being here. First, when you saw that Diddy, Cassie in that hotel, did you recognize that Sean Combs?
But I want to say, first of all, when I seen the video, everything in the video is egregious. I'm against. I don't support all the charges that's alleged against him. I don't support any of that traffic. Domestic violence, I'm totally against it. So when I seen the video, yeah, I was kind of upset with it. Being that I know him, he's not necessarily a friend, but yeah, I was upset when I seen it. But
Did you recognize
everything
him?
I just said.
Did you recognize that kind of anger at all from your
I
experiences?
don't know like that. What do you mean? Do I be recognized? Did I recognize him? I seen him. What do you mean my experiences? I seen him and I thought it was disgusting. I didn't do a zoom in to see if it was really him or nothing, but he admitted it was him, so I didn't do.
I'm really curious as to what she means by, is this someone you recognize? Is the Diddy in the video, this anger, is this something that you're familiar with? Is this, an experience that you can relate to? And I'm just curious, is she talking about it as a black man, or is she, again, just trying to get more information because he's within the music industry? Because Cam already said from the very top, Diddy is not a friend. He is someone that I know. He is an acquaintance. They're both in the music industry. Cam does have a podcast with Mace, and Mace used to be signed with Bad Boys Entertainment. And so, yes, I know who Diddy is. But no, he is not my friend, and I disapprove of everything I saw on that video and everything that he is alleged to have done. Point blank, period, full stop. But no. Abby and CNN wants to probe. And I'm going to say and CNN because most correspondents, most news anchors, they always have an earpiece in. So there's a producer or someone in the back that is also chiming in. So I'm not going to blame this on Abby fully because I don't know if she was the one who decided to bring Cam on. I don't know if she has any rapport with the black community or with hip hop community. I don't know what type of relationship she's fostered with them. So Cam is on here. He's on the defense. You guys brought him on the show, and from the very get-go, you saw the footage. What are your thoughts? Okay, so he's annoyed, and I know he is because I would be too if you brought me into a situation that was none of my damn business.
Zoom in to see if it was really him or nothing, but he admitted it was him, so yeah, it was him.
What did you think about the apology that he gave in that other video?
Ain't me for this. The apology ain't for me to decide, for Cassie. What I think about it don't matter. He ain't do nothing to me. Cassie need to ask Cassie if she accept the apology.
Exactly. And I'm sorry I hit pause so soon, but why is everyone getting interviewed except for Cassie? Have they tried to reach out to Cassie and she's just not responding? I'm not sure, but I've noticed that it's just everyone that's around Diddy that's being interviewed. Where are Cassie's friends? Does she have family that are aware of the situation? Now that she is vindicated or she has proven that this is Diddy, and I don't know if Cassie leaked the video, I don't know who leaked the video, I'm sure it was the hotel or something like that, but Why is everyone asking about how do other people feel about an apology video, especially when the apology video didn't include them? They're not involved in this. Like, I feel like they're trying to lump everyone that has ever crossed Diddy's path into this one heinous act. And it's like, why didn't y'all say shit? How do y'all feel about this? What happened? Tell us more.
I feel. I said what I said.
Play a conversation that you had on your podcast back in September with Mace. Listen.
When you had your record deal, why did you take me to Biggie Smalls and not Bad Boy?
Man, it's almost gonna bring me to tears to say this. I just, being that I saw you as such a good friend, I wanted to put you with somebody I knew with.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. A lot of people ask me that on Instagram, man. Don't have me just out here crying, man. I don't want to get emotional in here, man.
Instantly, I knew Biggie would do right by you.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I mean, is there something known in the industry about how Diddy
he got that pink
treated
horse.
his artists?
See, he's annoyed and he's taking a sip of his drink because he is fully checked out right now. He knows what the deal is. You guys only care about Diddy. You brought me on, disrespected me as if I don't have a career, as if I'm one of Diddy's little minion, and now you're just trying to get me to say something egregious. And no, it's not going to happen. You, CNN, pulled this clip from my podcast, so you should know more about the conversation. What more do I have to add? The conversation was, hey, Mace, you're signed with Diddy. Why didn't you bring me to sign with Diddy? But instead you brought me to Notorious B.I.G. And at that time, there was this East Coast, West Coast battle. And obviously, it's like, well, I don't know, is it obvious actually, but there were some rumors that Notorious was also being mistreated or being used by Diddy. And so before he passed, he was actually planning to leave Bad Boys Entertainment. So just a little bit of a hip-hop history there. But yeah, why did you get me to go with B.I.G. and not Diddy when you signed with Diddy? And it was an emotional conversation for them because it's real. It's real life. Like, yo, like, I'm being taken advantage. I want you to be taken care of. I like you as a person. I can see you as a friend. So I know Notorious is going to take care of you. Biggie's going to take care of you. So that's what it is. What more do you want to know about this, Abby? And if you want to know more, then probably the person that you should ask is Mace.
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower.
Some cheeks.
This is going off what Mace said. Mace took me to Biggie. I don't really know Puff is like Mace know Puff. So I appreciate what Mace said. And of course, that's my brother. So if he felt that way, then he felt that way. I can't really tell you how Puff moves or anything like that. Mace may know better than me because he was signed to Puff. I wasn't.
Exactly. Y'all got the wrong
my show
person.
does come on at 8 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. It's called It Is What It Is. And y'all make sure y'all check it out.
Humble
I
plug.
might get some more information out of Mace from there. But for me to tell you how Puff act and all that, I don't know. I never was signed to him.
Yeah. What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out.
Okay, you can already tell
he's not
he's not wanting to answer. He's not wanting to answer, Abby. He's not. Okay, you've asked him 4 or 5 questions. He's answered them, but he's not giving you the answer that you're looking for because he simply just doesn't have it, or he's just not playing the game that you want him to play. I'm not going to say you should have ended the conversation early because obviously this interview has now gone viral. I'd never heard of Abby Phillip before. I know a lot of people might not be familiar with who she is, and now you're on everyone's radar.
I mean, I might get some more information out of Mace from there, but for me to tell you how Puff act and all that, I don't know. I never was signed to him.
Yeah. What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy.
Yeah, like, why am I here, bro? Why?
Who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I don't be sitting
Camron.
around watching Diddy and all that. Yeah,
Thanks.
Man, come on, man.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your
She got
time.
the hint.
Yeah.
So I'm happy she ended the conversation after that last one, okay? Like, Cam is fully checked out at this point. He's already done 2 commercials. He's had 2 free opportunities to plug his items, and he did. He talked about Pink Horse, and I'm going to mention it again because I think that is very, badass and boss move of him to go on a show. You guys don't give a shit about me. You guys don't care about me. You guys didn't bring me on to talk about my positive things. So here we go. Some cheeks. And then also, if you are really interested, then maybe check out my podcast. Check out the podcast that I have with Mace, because he's going to have the answers that you guys are looking for. 8 a.m. on YouTube. Check it out. I feel like a lot of times like journalists will bring on people or include people into certain conversations because they're trying to get a certain narrative. And the thing is, if Cam didn't really experience any of this, if he didn't witness any of this, if he wasn't around, what more does he have to add? Unless you want him to lie. Unless you want him to sensationalize the story for you. Why would he even be on there? Like, you guys didn't even do your due diligence. He doesn't work with Diddy. I was even like going back into the archive. I'm like, hey, has he ever even done a song with him? Like, is there a remix? No, I don't think so. So yeah, y'all got the wrong person. Go hit up Mace. So of course, Cam is annoyed, and after this interview, he actually went on to his own podcast and had the conversation with Mace about why he was so annoyed and why he was acting the way he was acting, because yeah, it didn't seem like a situation that he signed up for or that he was aware what these questions were going to be. So let's hear what he has to say on his podcast.
Elephant in the room. You were on another show.
Yeah, I came. I didn't even go home last night because I went to the studio. I washed up though, so I'm good. I ain't gonna explain none of that. But yeah, man, they invited me on the show to talk about what's going on with Diddy and all that. And then my thing about it was, Mace, stat is that they didn't invite me on to say about how successful our show is or the positive stuff we do in the community, how every day, 5 days a week, Mace talks to kids on a Zoom call. Mace doesn't even promote this. I'm going to promote this for Mace, is that every day at 5 o'clock, it don't matter what's going on, what's happening, where he's at. It could be money involved. It could be a photo shoot. It could be whatever. He stops what he's doing to talk to kids around the world about being positive and doing what they believe in and so on and so forth. And to the point where, one day he was at my house and he told me, Cam, you can't make no noise. Don't come in. I'm not playing with you. Like, that's how serious, no, but seriously, that's how serious he takes what he does. And we do all these positive things. And you call me on CNN for the bullshit, I'm going to give you the bullshit. That's just what's going to happen. So we got some free promo. I teased the Pink Horsepower. They tried to bring up when Mace bought me the Biggie instead of Puff, and I said, yeah, if you seen it, what you asking me about it for? Like, nigga, it was self-explanatory. So I got us some free promo. I didn't get the shout out to Dipset Couture. Make sure you go online to dipsetcouture.us to order some shirts and everything else. But yeah, I just felt that you tried to use me, to whatever Diddy going through to down him. And listen, the video, I don't support it. I don't believe in domestic violence. I don't believe in anything that has to do with being a pedophile. I don't believe in sex trafficking. I think what I seen the video was egregious, and the charges are fucked up. They're really fucked up. Oh, wait, but nigga, I said what I said. I gave a disclaimer at the beginning. Then we got on the commercial. That was that. So, but y'all call us up there for that and don't invite us to talk about shit that's positive. Y'all called me like this. We did this in less than 24 hours. You could have called us up for a bunch of positive different things that we do. But you want to play games, that's what you got. That's just what it is. And I don't think we was playing games. I just went up there to promote all the different things that we have going on.
Mission accomplished.
And I'm saving my takes for the documentary.
Yeah.
So if y'all wondering how I feel, it's coming soon. Pause.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys got Camron's take. Yeah, I think it's very fair the way that he felt, and Mace is holding back on any additional comments until a documentary comes out, and I also think that that's very smart and very fair as well. So there's really not much to add to this post-interview conversation or podcast, but I also want to share with you guys a post from Jemele Hill. Essentially, she is saying that it doesn't add up. What Cam is saying and the way he's acting is not adding up. He should have known what questions were going to be asked of him, because typically producers will provide you with a list of interview questions as well as common topics or themes that they might be discussing. She's trying to blame it on Camron's team. y'all got the question and you probably just didn't get it from your people, or it might be one of the staffers at CNN and it's going to be a bad day for them. However, she does not acknowledge the fact that, yes, we are just bringing on a black rapper because we assume that he knows something about it or that he can relate to this experience in some way. Because there was honestly no reason why Abby was asking him, how does he feel about that experience? And did he recognize that person? Did he recognize that emotion, that anger? Why? Why are you lumping them in together? They're very separate people. They're very different people. So just leave it at that and don't involve him. So I'm going to go ahead and show a clip from Shabazz the OG and what he had to say as far as the situation with Abby and Camron.
A lot of people, found a little anguish. I didn't show the whole 3 and some change minutes, because most people saw the whole clip. So you get the idea that CNN brought Cam on to be interviewed, and the sister was asking him, questions about Puff and what have you. And yeah, Cam in true Cam fashion, did have some antics, but the ultimate overall consensus of this, he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong whatsoever. 1, he had a right not to discuss it. 2, people want to say, how he should have said he didn't want to discuss it. But guess what? Unfortunately, the sister was collateral damage because CNN don't care nothing about Cam. They don't care nothing about what he got going on, him and Mace's successes, what his businesses are doing and how they're elevating. They wouldn't have invited him on that to champion him and champion what he got going on. They brought him on there to further continue to kick and stomp on a man who's already down and defeated, bleeding out the mouth, eyes, and both ears.
I'm going to have to pause because that's not the way that I see it. Yes, I do think that they brought on Camron so that they can get a headline or that they can get some type of quote from him from this interview that does show that Diddy is a bad guy. However, Diddy is a bad guy. He's a very evil man for the shit that he has done, for what he has actually admitted to. It's disgusting. However, I don't see it as CNN using a black woman and now she's collateral damage based on Cam's behavior and we're both kicking a black man down while he's suffering. No. Diddy should be kicked while he's down. Diddy should be exposed right now. We should unpack everything. We should find out every single fucking thing he did over the last few decades. Because he has a lot of powerful people that are protecting him. And again, I ask, not only why are we not interviewing Cassie, but where are the execs? Where are the Atlantic Records executives? Where's Liar Cohen? If you guys don't remember Liar Cohen, I'm going to include his clip at the very end because he is one of the other evil people within the music industry that is continuing to perpetuate negative stereotypes about the black community. Okay? So once again, why aren't we actually holding the people accountable? But instead, you're too concerned about, oh my gosh, that this is a black man that is being kicked by a black man and a black woman. And because Cam didn't allow that, now this black woman is also collateral damage. No.
To further continue to kick and stomp on a man who's already down and defeated, bleeding out the mouth, eyes, and both ears. They wanted him to continue doing that. And when he didn't do it, or should I say, when they attempted to do it, it backfired. And again, a lot of people feel away because, a sister was attached to it, but she was being used. A black woman talking to a black man to continue the beatdown of another black man. That's ratings for them. So Cam created ratings for himself. It's okay that everybody with 2 eyes and a half a brain cannot argue or dispute about whether Puff is wrong or not. That's just the bottom line. But every single person does not have to be brought onto a platform to be interviewed about it and discuss it. Because if you make somebody feel like you're trying to use them for yourself and then they flip the script and use you instead, you can't be mad. Again, it's unfortunate that the sister was attached to it as collateral damage, but they set her up for failure. Because like somebody said, she thought she was interviewing Camron. She got Killer from Harlem.
I don't think this is going to be the end of Abby Phillip. I don't think that this is going to be the interview that gets her booted from CNN. I actually think that is going to increase her ratings. They're going to get increased viewership. This is probably one of the most viral topics on X right now. So I don't think that that's the case. However, like you said, Camron had every right to not share his opinion or to not have an opinion. He doesn't have an opinion on a situation that he's not involved in. We all don't need to have an opinion about every single situation. And no, you don't need to be brought onto every single broadcast or interview or be platformed in order to share this opinion that no one should really care about, and that you also don't care about sharing. So anyways, I think it is overall a really just unnecessary interview. But it's good for Camron and it's good for me because they were able to get their podcast name out there as well as the supplement. So a win for Cam. A win for Cam. And the last clip I'm going to share is going to give you guys another example about how there are certain people that would lump the entire Black community into one category. And it's actually ironic because it's actually coming from a Black YouTube commentator. So I'm going to link his full video in the description box down below, but I want to share his opinion on the entire Camron interview with Abby Phillips. However, I want to share his opinion on the interview between Camron and Abby.
I mean, at the end of the day, first and foremost, that was even embarrassing for what Kim and Mace is a pastor. Mace is in the pulpit with God-fearing people. And the nigga that's standing next to him is acting like a nigga at the age of 50. There is a certain way that you're supposed to conduct yourself when you get to the age of 50. Everything ain't for everybody. When you go to certain places, when you go to certain places, and you in front of certain audiences, certain things you tune down. Everything ain't for everybody. Camron represented himself on this platform like the male version of Sexy Red. He represented himself like a chicken head.
Okay, so you guys heard what he had to say, and quite frankly, I totally disagree. I mean, yes, I do agree on the fact that at a certain age, you should conduct yourself a certain way. However, I don't think what Cam did is necessarily unprofessional because the reason they brought him on was not a professional reason. He is just coming back to them with the same energy. I do so much positive work. Mace and I have a podcast. We do community outreach. We work with the youth. We have positive things going on, and you guys don't want to highlight that. And now you guys are calling me a hood booger. The fuck? Like, you should have known what the hell you got yourself into. And yes, like, the Black community is not a monolith. There are going to be individuals that are more hood or more street or more urban. There are going to be people that have had a rural life or have been in corporate America, and so they conduct themselves a different way. We don't need to dictate and control how everyone acts and how everyone conduct themselves in society. Okay? Like, that's just that. But I don't think there's anything wrong with him taking his pink horse, because I don't know if you guys forgot, but a proud sponsor of CNN is Pfizer. Hello, they make Viagra. They make the blue pill. So if you guys are already promoting and supporting and endorsing sexual shit and taking money from the companies that's creating these pills of male supplements and enhancements, then what is wrong with Cam going on and doing the same? Why? Because it's a Black woman on the other side of the microphone that is interviewing him? Is that why we're mad? He is not acting like Sexy Red. He is acting like Cam. And y'all should have knew that. Okay? Again, bring on Lyra Cohen. Bring on Cassie. Bring on the executives at Warner Brother Music, at Atlantic Records. Bring on the real people that have some hand in this. They could have shut Diddy down from day one. When he first act out of character, when he first misbehaved, when he first did anything bad, when there were first allegations, they should have stepped in and tried to save their asses. But instead, the music execs at all of these other big companies, they don't give a fuck. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. All they care about is getting certain messaging out so that they can grow the consumer market. That's it. They are creating a degenerate culture that prioritizes sex and material goods and incentivize bad behavior. Okay? The women that are signing, the men that are signing, the rappers, the musicians, the artists, they're not always going to be the most saintly people, okay? So no, I'm sure I'm sure a lot of these execs know the backgrounds and know how some of these artists move, and they do nothing about it. So that's who we need to be mad at. We don't need to be mad at Cam for not letting CNN make a fool out of him. We don't need to be mad at Abby for doing her job as a journalist and asking the questions that CNN has told her to ask. Okay, because at the end of the day, we all have a life. We all have livelihoods that we need to maintain. Abby has a job that she wants to maintain. Okay, she makes a really good salary. Cam has a life outside of Diddy, and he don't want to get wrapped up into this shit. Like, just leave the man alone. Go talk to Jaguar. She is very happy to speak on the Diddy situation. Go talk to her. She is entertaining. Okay? That's where you're going to get all the inside tidbits, okay? And apparently you guys don't care if they're going to lie or not, because that's what you're fishing for. You're fishing for comments. You're fishing for captions. You're fishing for a quote to put on to headlines. So you got it. You're welcome. Cam did you a favor. We know your name now, Abby. Anyways, I do appreciate one of my subs, Demetrius, for suggesting me to take a look at the Camron and CNN interview. I hope I did this video justice. And do let me know how you guys feel about the interview. Let me know if there are other names that we should really be looking into, if there are other people within the industry that probably do have some power over the whole situation. That's who we need to shift the conversation to. Not to Diddy's bodyguards and why they didn't step in, not to Cam and how his feelings are, or how he interpreted a video, or how he feels about an apology that is not directed to him. All of that is irrelevant. But anyways, if you guys are, interested in what Cam has to say, I hope you're interested in what the hell I have to say. I enjoyed this conversation, and I look forward to speaking again with you guys next time. Bye.